What is up, guys? This is Matt with Past Limits Podcast. Coming at you by myself today, as you can see in the video. I don't have a headphones on. But anyway, I'm coming at you by myself to talk about the art of going all in and what does that actually mean. So, as a guy, or really anybody that's listening to this, what does it mean to go all in? And going all in is what it is. It's what it's called. You're at the table and you're pushing all the chips into one pot to try to win it big. A lot of people don't talk about, you'll see all these motivational speakers. They're like, yeah, man, you just got to go all in, be focused. But a lot of people don't talk about what happens when you go all in and you fail. Now, and that's kind of a catch-22, really, because if you go all in, and I'm not talking about in a poker game, but in life, if you go all in and you truly go all in, you don't have anything to fall back on, so you have to succeed at it, or you're doomed. Now, yes, there is times when you don't succeed, but most cases you do. But a lot of people won't talk about the times that you fail. Now, there is going to be some failure when you go all in, but that is the beauty of it, because once you go all in, like I said, you have to succeed. Don't be set back on your little failures, because you might come across a failure after failure after failure, and you'll just be thinking, man, I really messed up. I've went all in on this one thing that I'm trying to do just to be a nobody, just to fail. But there is a famous quote that success is one step from failure. So you could fail 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, but that ninth time could be where you find your success. And if you don't go all in, I mean laser beam focused all in on that, you're going to get distracted after the first, second, or third failure. You're going to say, I quit, I give up. But once you really go all in, I mean and truly mean it with every blood, every ounce of sweat, I mean everything, every ounce of fear that you have, and you completely go all in, you're in it for the long haul. Going all in on anything is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for the weak. That's what I want to talk to you about today, is just going all in, because as a person, you at some point in life, you're going to have to go all in on something. And I'm not saying, yes, you could go all in a business. That's great. But, you could go all in on anything else, your relationships with your significant other, with your parents, with your siblings, with your family, with your kids, anything. You could go all in on it. And a lot of people, that's what they lack. They're timid. They want to just get a little bit, just give a little bit, and they expect these big rewards if they just give just a little tiny amount from their potential. But you got to go all in on your potential. Because, most of us is working and we're operating on about 70% of potential. We wake up, we do our daily morning routine, brush our teeth, take a shower, get dressed, leave for work. We do the bare minimum that we have to do. Go to work, come home, cook just enough, pick up around the house, say goodnight, go to bed. It's what most of our lives are surrounded by. And we're only given 70%, 60, 70% at best, most of us. But if you go all in, you start giving 100% every day and not stop at nothing and just continuously 100% after 100% after 100% every day, you're going to get to where you want to be. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it all at one time. When you get up, when on your morning routine, you get out of bed, do a couple push-ups, couple sit-ups, brush your teeth, take a shower, get ready to go to work, leave. Do that for a little bit, baby steps. Do that for about a week or two. Then after that, get up, go jog, whatever. It don't have to be extremely amount. Go jog to the end of the road and back. Do a couple push-ups, sit-ups, brush your teeth, take a shower, go to work. Do that for a couple weeks. And then, it's going to build momentum. Once you start building that momentum up, you can get up a little earlier, go to the gym. Just start giving more effort, I guess what I'm trying to say. Give a little bit more effort. If you're not happy where you're at right now in life, start giving effort. We live in a time today where everybody points a finger and they're like, oh, I'm not where I want to be because of him, because of her, because of my boss. That's not it. That's not the reason. The reason you're in the spot that you're in is because you're pointing fingers and blaming everybody else. So instead of pointing fingers, take some initiative, take some self-blame. Because some of it is going to be your fault. We're human. So, and most of us, we don't want to accept the fact that we're at fault. We always want to blame it off on the other guy. But if you acknowledge the fact that your life is in your control, it ain't nobody else's. Nobody else can determine how your life's going to be. So if you get up, just get a little bit better. 1% every day, compound interest. It's going to build up and build up and build up and build up and build up. And then by the time you know it, you won't even notice it really. It'll just happen, but you're going to be at the top of the mountain. But you got to go all in. You got to be like, this is what we do now. This is what we do now. You just got to tell your body, this is what we do now. And then once you start telling yourself that, you actually going to believe yourself. And then you're going to think, this is going to be another day. You're going to be like, okay, you don't even think about it. You just get up. It's automatic. You just do it. And that would speak mountains in everything you do. If you just get up, show a little bit of more initiative from the get-go, get a good day in, start your morning off great, and continue out your day. And then just build on that. Build on that stepping stone, build on that stepping stone, build on that stepping stone. But you got to go all in. If you're scared to go all in, if you just give it 90%, one day you're going to get up, man, my back hurts. Got a crick in my neck. I got the sniffles. I don't feel 100% today. I'm going to lay out. Okay? Next morning comes around. Man, it's raining. Weather's bad. I just really don't feel like getting out of the house. Okay? Go back to bed. Next day comes around. Same thing. Next day comes around. Same thing. Before you know it, you're out of the loop. You're out. That's how it happened. You don't even know. It's like once you started and you got to where you wanted to be, you didn't even notice it. It's the same deal. You're not even going to notice it. And the next thing you know, you're going to be, I ain't went to the gym in 3 or 4 months. It happens. If you don't just tell yourself this is what we do now. So you got to go all in. You got to go all in. It's like the quote, burn the bridges, burn the ships, go all in. Because, and I can't remember who wrote that. I think it's in The Art of War. Whoever wrote The Art of War, comment below who wrote it. I can't think of it right now. I don't want to get on my computer and look it up and have a pause in the podcast here. But I know it's from The Art of War. But anyway, so the story goes, they sailed away to this island. Captain and his men, war fighters, sailed their ships to this island, and these guys were some bad dudes, the people that they was going to invade. And the captain knew as soon as they landed, they got all their stuff off the boats. He turned around, gave to his, under guys, the lieutenants or whatever. He said, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to burn the ships. The only way we're going to make it off this island is if we win. They was going to war, and the only way that they would make it off that island if they burnt the ships and won, because they didn't have a way to leave. So as soon as they burnt the ships, they knew for a 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, that they had to win, to fight for their lives to make it off that island, because there wasn't no retreating. And I read that in a quote. I haven't read the book, but I read the quote and I heard the story, and that spoke mountains to me, because it's so true in today's life. If you don't go 100% in and you have a safety line behind you, if stuff don't work out, you can always go back. So you're not going to give it 100%. I know this from my experiences. I've said I've went all in on a bunch of times, really. I mean, I'm as guilty as anybody else. But I knew that I have a safety line. If stuff don't go well, I'm going to fall back. But I only imagine what would happen if I didn't have that and I completely burnt all the bridges in the past. I wonder where I'd be at now. And that really got me thinking this morning. That's the whole reason I'm doing this show today. I got up and I was actually, getting ready for the day. At the time of recording this, it's Sunday, so it's kind of a rest easy, do stuff around the house day. But I got up this morning. I was actually wanting to sleep in, but for some reason I was up at 5:30. Got up, took a shower, and if you're like me, you think a lot in the shower. It's just where I do my thinking. But anyway, I was thinking on this, and I was like, I was thinking about that quote, burn the ships. And I was like, well, I just kept reflecting, what all in my life that I had actually went 100% all in. And then what moments of my life did I think I was going all in, but I actually had a safety net. And all the times that I went all in on everything, without a shadow of a doubt, burning the bridges, went all in, it all came out perfect. I wouldn't say perfect. It was rocky, but it came out good. But all the times that I didn't burn the bridges and I had just a little smidgen of a safety line, I didn't give my 100% because I knew that I could retreat. So I was reflecting on all that this morning and just kind of going over in my head what all have I done and been great at, and what all have I failed at. And most of the things that I failed at is something that I didn't give 100%. Just didn't get it. So I'm going to keep this short, but what I want to ask you to do is just reflect at some point. Just sit and think. What have I accomplished, and how did I accomplish them? And really think about that. Did I go all in? 100, without a shadow of a doubt, 100%? Or did I be a little lazy, cut corners here and there? Gave it 70%, 65%. And I just want you to do that little exercise. Just think about, what have you went 100% in, what have you half-assed? And compare the two. Which one that came out, which one had better outcomes? Now, I get it. Everybody has a lucky break here and there. Sometimes you can get away with half-assing something and it works. But did it really work out to its full potential? So, I want you to think about that and reflect on it. And maybe this helps somebody. And I want to challenge you on another thing. The next time you try to do something, try going all in on it. Don't take a safety line. Burn the boats. because that's really the only way you're going to be as successful as you can be at it. Whatever it is. It's whatever it is. Now, don't be stupid about it. Don't go all in on something tedious that has no meaning. This is for things with a purpose. And everybody has a purpose. Whatever your purpose is, whatever enlightens you, whatever makes you happy, go all in. And let me know how it goes. Because I guarantee you, if you go all in on something, you're going to be happy with the results. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. And I just want to jump on here real quick and talk about that. But thanks for listening. And we'll catch you soon. See ya.